Hello everybody, my name is Brink and welcome to another episode of Resonant Rise. Now, I spoke to you guys last time about what we were going to do about setting it as a name, and we've talked about it, and it's not going to be a Primus coordinated effort. This is going to be a server open to some people that we're going to invite that are not necessarily in Primus. A couple of people that are in Primus, Aaron and myself, and a few other people that we think are pretty good and we'd like to work with them on building this server. And so we'll see how it goes. Maybe, well, right now the server's name is Newton, only because we stream under that name. But we realize that some of our viewers on YouTube don't recognize this because some of you don't watch streams, and that's fine. But anyway, the name of the server is Newton, but I guess we're going to call the series Resonant Rise. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so let me show you a couple of things that I've done. I just lost my shovel in lava, and so I wasn't going to be able to show you that, but I have a few redstone upgrades on it, and I have an axe, a flint, and a flint pickaxe as well. So my trusty shovel is gone, and it had moss also, so it was always repaired very quickly. I also always keep some flint on me, and after the first few times when I was able to start picking on cobble and heating it up in a furnace, I made this grindstone, which you can throw some gravel. I see I still have some in here. Let's get rid of this. And so that's how I've been making my gravel, because if you look at it, the ingredients for a flint, if we take a look, let's skip the grindstone. If you take 3 gravel, you get 1 flint. A macerator we're not ready for. Enrichment chamber we're definitely not ready for. Purification, that was blood magic here. Mana, I don't have enough gunpowder to do that. A pulverizer, again with the machines. Sag mill seems to be producing the most per gravel, plus a sand, which is great. Isn't it funny though that if you put a flint, you'll get flint back? I don't know. Anyway, so we got a couple of other methods of getting it, but for me, with what I have now, it turns out probably the best return is a grindstone. We get 1 flint per gravel, so that's cool. Well, one of the other things I wanted to talk about with the farms. Now, as you can see, I have a small little farm. I've been using the potatoes that we get from the village over there. Actually, it's this way. It's just about 300 blocks that way, as you can see. I can see it from here. I've taken 1 cactus and spread them out. I've also did the same with the sugarcane reed, because I know I'm going to need a lot of books later for what I plan to do. I haven't seen a Mine Factory Reloaded rubber tree yet. I may have passed it because I wasn't really paying attention really well. But that's one of the things I do need to get soon. And I don't remember if I actually went through here. But now that we're here, we might as well just give it a try and see what's in here. Is this just a farm? Is that what it is? No, this is actually a dungeon. And I don't remember going in here. And look at it. It's all covered. So maybe it is something we can investigate real quick. Aha. I recognize these types. So there's a tripwire there to some dispensers for arrows. Oh, it looks like somebody has been here, because it's all organized well. Well, they didn't take it, so I guess I'll take it. I don't want the saddle, though. I'll take the string. What I'd like to do is to build some things, some machines, but I need a place to put them because I don't want them out like I've been doing here. I try to catch it right as the sun is going down to be able to sleep, and before the monsters come out. Because remember, on this server, on Resonant Rise, we do have Blood Moon, and that is an issue. I mean, it's not just normal mobs spawning here and there. That's all that is. No. It means that not only the numbers increase, but also the distance from which they spawn to the player is also more closer. So they usually spawn within, I think it's 24 or 32. I forget the numbers. I believe it's 24 from the player. And Right, 32 is when they stop moving if you're far enough away. But 24 is where they'll start spawning from the player up to 128 blocks away in a circle. Well, in Blood Moon, it's a lot closer. It's something like 10 or, I don't know, 7 to 10 or 15, something like that. But it's a lot closer. So that means that if you don't light up your base, you're doomed because they can spawn right in your base, even though you're within 20 blocks away from the other side of your base. So what I'd like to do now is close in the area where we're going to build the machines. For that, I've set up a lumber yard over here. Made a little bit of a tree farm. Just growing a lot of spruce. I've stopped cutting for a while. I've been using my trusty axe to cut these guys down. I just keep replanting in the same areas generally. And it's enough space separated where they can grow. I thought from afar that this was actually a witch because he's got the tipped hat there, but it turns out it's just a coven witch if we take a look. But look at all that health he's got. I wonder why he needs so much. Let's go back, we'll sleep, and then we'll get started. I'll lay down the plans. We're going to use a builder's guide or a building guide. What is it? A building guide. And it's a simple recipe, just glass around a torch. And that's always been a great help to a lot of people. Awesome little tool to help you out. I don't want to build too close to the farm. I'd like to keep the farm intact. It looks like this ender pearl or ender lily is going to have to get sacrificed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll place it here because I'd like a 7 diameter. Now they've changed the building guide so that it now needs a redstone signal. We can make a redstone torch or a lever or a button. For this case, I don't have any redstone, so we'll use a stick on a, let's see, a stick on cobble. Let's just do that, and here we go. We could have done it in our own inventory. I just remembered. Don't hold it against me. Alright, let's set this first before we get all these intrusive white blocks all over the place. I want to change it to cylinder because that's the easiest way to measure a two-dimensional circle on the floor. And I want to make it a radius of 7. That's good. And let's see what this does. This is 7. And so the height we don't care about, so that should be good. Let's do it. So it should be 5, 2, 1. Here's 5, here's 2, 1. Yeah. 2, 5, 2, 1, 2, 5. Yeah, this guy wants to help me out. But it's right on the edge of the farm, so that'll work. And then I'll just fill in a platform here. That shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so here is the plan. I have the platform laid out, just the size that I want. And we have enough space all around. What I'm going to do instead is pillar up these guys here. These 4 on every corner. And then the ones in the center, we're going to leave for glass so that we can look out at the view. I think it'll look nice if we go across on each. I'm going to go a little bit high, so we can go something like this all around. And that'll add a sort of structure to our roof when we add the roof. I am smelting some grout because the smeltery is going to go there. But for now, we don't have a smeltery. I'd like to take a little piece of copper if I can. We have copper here, but that's 2. I think I have some copper spare. We do. I'll take it. And I did find some copper gravel. And that gave me another idea, but we're going to hold off on the other idea. And we're just going to go here and smelt. Hopefully, you know, I made a pickaxe head cast, but I don't know if it's still in the place. Now, there's no treasure in this eerie biome place. Thaumcraft Ruin, as I call it. Apparently, they're all over the place. Just a pillar of obsidian. But no loot chest. And loot chests is something that has to do with today's episode. I do need a loot chest with a certain item. We'll grab this. We'll put it in the cast right here. Hopefully there's no redstone clock. And I don't see any copper, so let me go ahead and put a copper in there. And I see we do have lava, so we're good. I forgot to get lava from the base. I do have some. I've been mining down at the lowest level at 5, which is 6 actually. And that's where I've been getting everything that I've been collecting. I've also been mining at around 40, but I didn't get a whole lot of stuff other than copper there, which I don't need so much of. I think I have a couple of stacks of copper already. So I've been just trying to get my pickaxe up in levels, going little by little. And so yeah, we have a lot of copper, but I want to upgrade my pickaxe. And when we do that, we'll be able to mine iron once we get the upgrades. The upgrades happen every so often, every few hundred blocks. For example, right now I'm at skill XP 230 of 333, which is around 70%, almost there. When I get to 333, it's going to give me a bonus of something. But I don't even want to bother with it because I'm only going to have a mining level of copper with this pickaxe. I do need to go up in levels. The way to do that is to upgrade this pickaxe with copper so that I'll have a mining level of iron, which is the next level. So that's what I'd like to do. Let's pour this cast down. And I still have the other, so I should pull all of it. Alright, that's dry. And let's go to the tool station. This is not the tool station. This is the tool station. We can put our pickaxe in, or pickaxe head, and go like that. And now we have copper. I don't know if there's a way to remove the flint pickaxe head. I don't know that there is a way. Well, either one of these gets me a higher durability, a faster mining speed, and also a mining level that is able to go up. As you can see, this is a yellow copper. When I put it in, it becomes... Alright, so it doesn't do anything other than show me that. Well, you know what? Oh, skill level accustomed. Well, that's different. Modifiers 3, mining speed 5. Okay, that's good. Let's go here, put it in, and now I can do some more mining. But first, we have some grout cooking. Let's head back, cook up that grout, and we'll start with our smeltery. Okay, that should be the end of it. I missed a couple. Okay, so that's all done. We just need some glass for the middle. But we do need the smeltery here now. And I do have some of the blocks that we need to get us started. Let's just grab a few of these. We're going to need some building blocks here. We'll make the seared bricks, or what's it called? It's the same name as these bricks. Seared brick, seared bricks. Well, let's put this in the center. Let's see if that is center. It looks like it's center. So that is centered. Very good. I aimed it pretty good then. Oh yes, I just heard the ding and decided to record. Suddenly a flash of light shines from the tip of your copper pickaxe, 1 mining level. So let's take a look what we have. We have repair material copper, mining level iron. So now I should be able to mine a couple of things. Let's turn our Wayla on. No, I can't mine redstone yet. Osmium. What are we looking at here? Diamonds, we still can't see. Silver ore we can finally get. Awesome. That is great. So let's take a look at lead and see if we can get some lead for our thermal expansion machines. Can we get it? No, we can't get it yet. Alright. There's some other stuff here. I got loads of diamonds down here, as you can see. There's a lot more down there. I'd really like this osmium so I can get my power supplies going. That would be great. We got some gold here, but no. Let's put a torch here just in case. And what's back here? Just some lava. Okay, let's put this there. Let's go upstairs to our smeltery. Just wanted to show you the mining expeditions that I've done down here, and I thought I'd get this up to par to get the diamond already, but I guess I got to go through a couple more steps. It's iron and then obsidian, I think. No, there might be something after obsidian. But yeah, I go way down there. There's loads of diamonds that way, loads of diamonds that way, and then you saw a few diamonds that way. But yeah, there is a lot of diamonds all over the place. Including, I think I went up to level 50, 40 or 50, somewhere around there. Aaron started in one direction, I went in another direction, and I think it's right here. As you can see, we went down, he went that way. So, yeah, we'll get there. I like this progressive method of mining because it slows down the game a little bit. It makes it nice, I think. Alright, so let's go get some of these. Oh, the tinkling sounds. We can use our inventory for this. Boom. Alright. So let's lay these down the way we want them. Get rid of some of this stuff. Alright. Oops. I'm really aiming bad now. Okay, so now we'll just do a little something like this, just to make us go a little bit faster. Okay, so this is good. Now we'll put some blocks around. We don't need the corners, but I like to use the corners. Let's make this the front for now. So a tank can go here, and the controller right here. But you know what? The tank might be best in the corner. This way I can feed it with some fluid pipe from a drum or some kind of a barrel, or even a tesseract or an ender tank. I think it's good to have it like that. We have more seared brick here. We can make some more seared bricks, as it's called. And we'll come across here and there and everywhere. Okay. We're missing a few more. Okay, so we need a couple of drains. I think I'm going to put both drains on this side, or do I want them on either side? I think it's better to have them on both sides. This way we can grab them from one direction. But where are my drains? Let's go ahead and make that smeltery. We should have enough by now to finish this. We do have more than enough to finish, actually. Okay, so we can step this up a little bit higher later. It's not too important. Yep. Okay. So, next thing on the agenda. We're going to make a tank. And before I make the tank, actually, let's go ahead and take a look at the tanks. Alright, so we have an obsidian tank, which I love to get. This is an awesome tank, but it contains 4 obsidian. We're unable to do it just at the moment. There's a tank by Manufactory Reloaded. I wonder how many buckets it can hold. Just 4, so that's not too OP. That's easy enough to do. But maybe some other considerations. These tanks, they can hold, it doesn't say, Buildcraft. This is for Blood Magic. And so we are left with the Old Faithful here. These are from Thermal Expansion. They can hold 8 buckets, and it's copper. Pretty cheap, just glass and copper. Let's go ahead and get a copper, and then we can upgrade it in some future with some Invar if we want. We have a couple here, and we don't have enough glass to do 2, so we'll just do 1. That's fine. But here it is. And then the other thing we'll do, we have a tank here that after we put lava in it, we can break it and put it on here, and then we'll put the thermal expansion tank right next to it, and then in some future pipe it through. So that'll be cool. And then when we can do iron, we can make drums, which is a lot better. Oh man, mining this iron is so long awaited. I'm so glad I'm able to. Yeah, we'll continue mining later. I just needed a few pieces of iron, and we're gonna get started. I wasn't expecting to be able to get this far for this episode today. I thought I was gonna be stuck on the iron part. I didn't know that I could get it. The copper pickaxe upgraded so quickly, we were able to do it. Now I do have another iron over here, and that is where one ingot of iron left. The other I used, the other three, I found 4 in a barge, some kind of a shipping vessel, a raft, out at sea over there on the other side, and I found 4 ingots of iron. I made a bucket with 3 of them, which turned out real good. Otherwise I would have had to fry. Oh, look at this. I would have had to cook a lot of clay buckets, which I don't want to do, because once you put lava in it, you lose it. So this worked out great. I could smelt it down and get 3 more ingots, but I don't think we need to do that. I think we're going to be okay with this. So if we get these 3, we can get our other stuff started. Let's see, I do have sand. I collected a lot of it. I guess I used it all. Okay, no matter. We have some sand over here. Got plenty of sand that I've been clearing out. We'll just grab a few. And that should be enough. Okay, let's head back, and we're going to smelt this to make some glass. We'll leave that going, and let's get our stuff started. What I want to do is build an igneous extruder. Let's spell it correctly. And so we're going to need 4 ingots and a tin gear. And I don't know which tin gear I want to use. I think it's this one. This one is iron with some tin around it. So, do we have the tin? I believe we do. Let's see. I do have, okay. So, I have enough for 1. We can go ahead and make that real quick. And now that's done. And so now we need the glass. Oh no, Blood Moon Rising. Let's see if we can do this quickly. Is it around in the corners? I guess not. Let's take a look. Ah, the iron. Forgot the iron. The all-important iron. Should be ready by now. Let's take a look. It is. We have 8 ingots waiting for us. Oh, but I need my ingot cast. Oh noes. These guys are real rough. And, oh boy. They're called brain slime. They attach themselves to your brain and parasitically attack you. Now, oh, as you can see, this has been a real struggle because there's a spawn zone right where I planted the cactus. This is why I planted those cactus, because they spawn right there. So I'm gonna have to go probably hide. I need a base to hide in. I'll hide in the village for now, and then I'll bring you back when it becomes safe. Well, that didn't go too well. I just picked up my grave. I didn't make it in time, but killing the pink slime that were all around, I got rid of them all. I got this diamond chest plate, and I don't know what this is. XP boost 1. But that is great. Do you know what this means? This means we have a method by which to get obsidian. Alright guys, we are back, and I've pulled out some of the iron, as you can see on my hotbar, and I'm just getting some copper as well. We're going to need some copper for the gears. There's 2 copper gears that we have to build, and we have the extra iron to be able to make the copper gears. I'm going to use that recipe. It's always a lot easier. So let's, what were we making? I think we were making, yes, we need to move these over 1 block. and then these go around, and we have that. Now the copper gears, yes, and in the middle. So we got 2 of those. Such a simple recipe, I like it. And now I think we're ready for everything. No, we need this also. So here's a problem. Redstone dust. Is there any other way to make it? Nether redstone ore will give us the same amount of problem. So I don't think we can do this. Oh, yes we can. Haha. We cannot pick anything. This tool cannot mine anything. It can only be used for crafting. So we'll have to save it for a BC quarry or something. Alright guys, I have a plan. And when I come up with plans, watch out. Yeah, here we are. Let's craft these. Let's get rid of all of this. I think it goes this way. And across. Oh yeah. Let's see if this will work. Let's head downstairs and give this a try. Okay, where are we? Here we are. This is a pretty big cluster here. Let's put it right in the middle. And my lever's right there. Oh yeah. Haha! Jackpot! Took me a second to figure that out. I needed redstone. How do I get it? The diamond pick didn't work, so we just need the redstone. I don't need to grind it or smelt it or anything. I just need to break it apart, and that came to mind. So that'll work just fine. Now we should be able to finish this project. It's been a long one. I don't know how I'm going to break all of this these cuts up for the video. It's probably going to be a full 30. I'm not sure yet. But we'll make it interesting, I'm sure. Okay, so we were here. We have our redstone now. And we are making an igneous extruder. We need this pneumatic servo. Boom. And now we need a piston. Alright, so we're going to need a couple planks here. And we have plenty of cobble from downstairs, the redstone connector, and the iron in the center. We're going to need some iron. Alright, there's plenty more in there, but I'm just going to take some of this. We should be able to finish by now, I hope. It's been a long one. Let's see if we can get this piston going, and this should be ready. We have our igneous. Okay, let's set her down right here on this platform. It's not going to stay here, but we can use it here for a little while. Let's put it right here. And we'll set it to obsidian. We'll need a lava bucket, which I just put back. Let's get that lava bucket. Where did I put it? There it is. Okay, and we're going to need some water as well. So that's that. And we'll just grab one of these. No, don't attack my brains. What little I have left of it. Okay, so this will take a little bit of time, but we will have one obsidian, of which we will place back into the smeltery. And then when that gets smelted, we will pour it out onto a cast. Okay, now if I'm not mistaken, we can pour this obsidian onto my pickaxe cast, and we should have a little bit extra in there. Let me just pour it out, it doesn't matter. Now we take this pickaxe, and with our handy dandy tool forge, which one is it? Probably this one. Yeah, I have it on the other side as opposed to the other guys, the way they have it in the spawn village. We'll add this to this, and we'll have obsidian level. Here's the problem with this idea, though, is that it has a paper rod and a paper binder. Not really something I like, But here's endgame pickaxe. I mean, this is the beginning of endgame pickaxe. It's not the all-in-all, beat-all pickaxe. But it is a good pickaxe. Now we can mine our diamonds. And we are at a level where we can do just about anything. Let's see if we can pick some of this. Oh yeah. We're done. Not really done. But you know what I mean. We're at the start of a good pickaxe here. Don't have to worry about mining anymore. We are set. This was one big vein of diamonds. Look at all of this. This is a huge amount of diamonds here. It still keeps going. That's crazy. Alright guys, well thanks for sticking around for so long. That was an awesome episode. It took a long time to film. Probably could have done a little bit quicker. But here's the thing. We went very far in what we did today by jumping a lot of the monotony of having to keep repairing our pickaxes. Right now what I plan to do with this pickaxe is probably throw it in lava. Now that I have obsidian and the ability to pick obsidian, I don't need the igneous extruder anymore. I have this pickaxe. I can pick a few obsidian and we can smelt it and make a real good pickaxe. We'll be using a slime rod, a paper binder, and an obsidian pickaxe head. Well guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.